It's going to record the audio. So it's recorded now. So I think we can proceed with the rest. So I am going to open the link which he sent to me. He sent a link to his account, to his dashboard. So I think we are in there. Let me share. Please confirm to me if you can see the screen right now. Perfect. So his issue here is that he created a header and the header is not reflecting in the pages. So we are going to go to the page and confirm that, because first of all, what you do is when you have issues like this, you have not even updated any of his stuffs. You have five plugin out of date, six plugin out of date, and you are reporting issues. Why won't you have issues? I keep talking about this thing. When you are working on a project, make sure that all of these things are up and doing. Your updates should be 100% on. You are complaining, but your updates are outdated. All of your content here, I believe that he may have not have even updated this since the creation of this particular this thing. It doesn't make any sense. This particular WordPress account. So first of all, first thing you do first is update all your plugin. You can do it easily by hovering on dashboard and update everything. Very important. Before you complain about a problem, update your tools. Then you can complain about issues so that you know that any issue you are complaining about, it is as a result of this or that. So we are going to open the front end and see what problem he's talking about. So I believe this is the header he's talking about that is not showing. And this could be the reason. Mere looking at it, I understand what could be the reason. There are two reasons that will cause this. Number one is if you have not created a menu. Number two is if you don't have a template, a theme. But we have a theme, as you can see from here. Then the second problem we are going to see is the menu, if you have created a menu. So click on the menu and we see that you have created a menu. So now you have created a menu. Why is the menu not reflecting? Say there are menu. And this, bear in mind, doesn't actually apply to the whole header. This applies to only the menu. Remember, a menu is a part of the header. We have the logo, we have the menu, and we have possibly the button or some icons by the right side, like social links or so on. But the menu is one part of it. So the menu shouldn't be the reason why the whole header is not showing. If it is a menu issue, then the menu itself will not be showing, but the header in general or the header column in general will be showing. So now we have that problem figured out, that this is not the cause of the problem. What we now have to get into Elementor template. We go into the theme builder. Let's find out what header he built. So we have the error page. We have the error header from here. We have the error page. Why is he having more than one error page? Error page, header. So we have two header here. So we can check what is going on here even without having to get into the dashboard itself. As you can see, this one signaling green here means that this particular header is the one active in this website. So we can click option, not even click option, click on the conditional logic from here, and we see the conditional logic. So this is the problem he's facing. I hope you guys can see it. So this is the problem he's facing. Can anybody tell me how to solve this problem right away? Anybody understand how to solve this problem? What the problem is right now? Okay, so look at what the problem is. He created a header and the header is fine and good, but the header itself has a condition of a singular. Singular is not what I asked him to do. It should be entire site, not singular. Singular means you want to select a specific page. So, which means if you select singular, this is in cases where you want a particular header to show in a page and not show in the other pages. I talked about this in module 6, I think. I talked about it when I was teaching header in module 6 or module 5, not module 7. So if we want a header to show in a particular page and not show in other pages, we will use option like this. We create a new condition like what he did here. Select on singular and then select here to what? Pages. Scroll down here. You're going to see pages. Okay. Then the problem he's having now is that he didn't assign it to any page. So when you select a singular and select a page, you must assign it to a particular page. Yes, if you don't assign it, for instance, now I want to assign it to module 6 assignment, which means it will only apply to module 6 assignment. So we are going to save this and we are going to head back to our dashboard, right? So we are going to go to Dera header. We are not going to find it. But if we go to module 6, let's find that page. Go to page, scroll down, module 6 assignments, right? We click on view to view it in the front end. You will see that the header will apply with the module 6. It's not applying here because this particular module 6 has been disconnected from header. And I will show you what that simply means from here. So we are going to click edit this page. So this guy, he have plenty problems. He have set up plenty issues here that makes it not work for him. High title, always high title. So look at the issue why the header is not showing in module 6, which is supposed to be showing. He set the page layout to Elementor canvas. You only set Elementor canvas when you are building pages like 404 page, coming soon page, where you don't want the users or visitors to see the header or the footer. That's when you use canvas. Okay, but if you want the user to see the header and the footer, you use full width. Now this is also a second way to make a header and footer apply in some pages and not apply in some pages. This is the second way, but the problem with this one is that this one affects both the header and the footer. But the conditional logic, you can assign a header and footer to different conditions. You can say, okay, I want the footer to apply to all entire websites, but I want the two header to apply in different pages. That is conditional logic. But if you apply Elementor Canva, you are making sure that the header and footer themselves don't apply to any page at all in that particular page. So which is, if you enable this, it is only for this particular page. Now it will not apply. That's why immediately I saw that we have applied that function and the header and footer is not showing here. I know that the problem is from the page. So that the header and footer is not showing is not only a problem of condition, though the condition is one of the problem. I'm going to show you how to fix that, by the way, to apply to all websites. But I'm going to show you an example of what it means. So if we switch this one from Elementor Canvas to full width, it will reload and you will see what will happen. You see now the header is showing. Very good. So now when you update the page and we head out of this page, we go back and we do the same thing we did again. You see it's now showing. So, but what if we go back to another page? Let's see module 5, quick view. You see the header is not showing. You see it? Let's go to which other module? Let's go to assignment page, view. The header will not show. Now, if we want the header to show everywhere, we will now have to go down to Elementor templates, that same place we went to, go in there and now go to that header that is active, as you can see green here, which means it's the active version. Then click on the conditional. You know you can do this conditional logic from the front end of the header builder. You can also do it from the back end here. It's easier here because you don't need to start loading the page again. So click on edit condition and we remove all of this rubbish. We can add new condition, leave it at entire site, save your work. That is all you need to do. So now this header now we apply to every page in this website, and any page we don't want it to apply to, look, you can use canvas in that page. But if you use canvas, it will also affect the footer, remember. So which means the header and the footer will not show. So to fix this issue, we want the header only not to show in a certain page. Okay, so what we do is we create a header that doesn't have anything or anything at all. We can create a header template without any header built in it. Then we come to the conditional logic and set it to apply to singular, and we set the singular to pages, and we set it to that particular page, module 6 assignment, and we apply it. Yeah, continue. Yes, yes. General. Yes. So look at how it works. When you set a condition to apply to all websites, it is respecting that responsibility, but it is not the authority. The authority of responsibility is singular options, which means singular options have more hierarchy than general options. I hope you understand it now. So when you give a condition and say general, it can be overridden by a singular option or a singular condition. So if you apply and say apply to all, you cannot create multiple different header and assign them to apply to specific ones, and it will override the application of that particular general header in that specific page. Mm. That's how to do it. It's very, very simple. Now you can create multiple conditions also. You can without even creating a second header. Let's take for instance, we don't want to go through this route because there are many ways to do many things. Let's say we delete that one, but we don't want this particular header now to apply to that module 5. What do? We create a new condition here. Then we click on exclude, not include. Then in exclude now we will select singular, and in singular we will select page, and in page we will select module 6, which means module 6 automatically will not have any header, but it will have a footer. Then we save our work and we are good to go. You can also apply multiple more conditions. The more you want, you can also, because since we apply this to module 6, this condition is only assigned to module 6. You can't apply multiple modules here. Let's say for instance you want to do module 5, unless they have updated it, you can't. You can only apply one condition per page. So if we want this, we don't want this header to show in module 5 and module 6. What we do, we create an extra condition of the same condition type. You get the point. This type is going to be page, and then we set the condition to now module 6. Module 6. So it means module 6 and module 5 will be excluded from this particular header. There are deeper conditions like or and. When we get to that, I will explain. Or and is if this page applies to this or this will happen. That one is more deeper and more complex conditioning. How I wish I could show you something now, but that will be in another tutorial. Let me not waste our time. So now we are done with this, applying it to module. Let's just apply it to only module 6. Okay, we save our work. As a matter of fact, the way he built his header, I don't really feel comfortable about it. Now we are going to restructure that header. We go over to menu, and we want all the module to apply. So we say module 6, module 5, assignment page, add them. Then in that particular one we created, we can create a new menu link that will now have these modules under them. How do we create that link? We can create custom link, and we come here, put hashtag, because we don't want it to be clickable. We don't want it to be a link. Then come here, we call this one assignment. Okay, then we enter it. Assignment we have gone under, put it on top of everything, then put all the modules under it. Module 5 should come before 6, then assignment page. So as you put all of them under it, we save our work. That is all we need to do. When we go into our page, sometimes save it double times in case you are not very sure. When we go to our page now, we go to any page. Possibly we go to the assignment page, we view. It's not showing. I hope you guys know why the header is not showing here, right? Why? Because he used elementor Canva. He's using elementor, so it's a problem from the page, not a problem now from the condition of the header. That's what you should have in mind. This one, the same thing. So he applied that same feature to almost all of his pages. Almost all of his pages. Module 6, the header is going to show. Now, since we have put assignment, now see, now you can now go to every module from here, making it easier for you in the future. So you can say module 5, you see it doesn't have it. So if you want to assign that header, it's not even assigned, the header is already assigned to this page. Just that this page is stubbornly disconnecting header and footer from itself, because itself doesn't have that property that enables a template to show at the top and the bottom. And that is because in the settings, remember that is always in the settings of every page. In the settings, he used Elementor Canva. So we switch this to Elementor. So which means you have to go to all the pages you have set this to and switch all of them to Elementor full width and save his work. So now if you go to the front page, if you go here and say module 6, he will see header. He go here and say module 5, he will see header. He go here and say assignment page, he will not see header. We still have to go here and edit this page. Are you guys seeing it? You are not seeing the page I'm on. You are seeing the page I have edited. Sorry about that. So we are going to clear out this. So if he goes here and say module 5, he will see the header. If you go here and say module 6, he will see the header. But if you go here and say assignment page, he will not see the header. Now let's go back to that module 6. It's not showing the header which he created. This is not the header which he created. And there is a problem. Do you know, can somebody tell me what the problem is? Because in the condition we made the module 6 not display that. Yes, that is why it is not showing in module 6. So conditional logics are a little bit complex. So you are actually setting up stuffs. That's why whatever you are doing, you have to be careful on which condition you are applying or what you are doing. So if we cancel this and save our work, if we go to the front end now, we clear this. We see it in module 6 now. That this header now, I see it now is showing. It's also showing in module 5. That same design of header with the logo. But if we remove it, it will not be showing the default WordPress header, except we remove the condition, which is what he was seeing and he was uncomfortable, which made him go and turn it off from full width to Canva because automatically it's supposed to be on full width. So he went to the header and first of all set a header and set the condition to nothing in the website. Then he finished building the header and wants the header to show or apply the this thing header options as he have designed it with the logo. But he was seeing that other one that was ugly, the WordPress own. So he was wondering why it's showing. So he now removed it by what? Enabling that. But while he was trying and struggling around, he disconnected it from enabling that Elementor Canva. He thought that was what will solve the problem. But it didn't still solve the problem because he couldn't still see the header. So what is the simple problem? The simple problem is two problems. Number one, do not set the page to, if you want a header to show and footer to show, do not set the page to Canva. Set it to full width. Number two, especially when you are using WordPress Elementor Hello Team. Number two, in the condition of the header, make sure it applies to the entire website. Don't condition it to any page, except you want to include or exclude it for a specific page. Is there anybody who have any question? Okay. Thank you very much. Any further question, we'll address it from the group. We'll meet again when we get another question, another issue like this. Thank you. Thank you guys for joining and welcome.